Good evening and welcome to the Lopatcong Township Planning Board meeting of February 2022. At this time, I would like to invite you to join us in a silent moment of prayer, followed immediately by the oath of allegiance to the flag of our country.
And the brains, trim the brains and the other brains, the head.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. At this time, I'm required to state that adequate notice of this meeting has been provided indicating the time and place of the meeting in accordance with Chapter 231 of the Public Laws of 1975 by advertising a notice in the Star Gazette and the Express Times and by posting a copy on the bulletin board in the municipal building. Beth, may I have a roll call, please?
Yes, members Twymer. Here. Hoyle. Here. DeLeo. Toledo.
Here.
Sazanoff.
Here.
Weeks.
Here.
Chairman Gucci. Vice Chairman Sampson.
Here.
Chairman Van Lee.
Here. I guess we move straight on to old business at this point. Has everyone received the reorganization minutes meeting approved January 26, 2022? Are there any questions, additions, comments? Hearing none, I'll entertain a motion to approve the minutes.
I'll make a motion.
Do I hear a second?
Second.
All those in favor signify by saying yes. Yes.
Yes.
Any abstentions? Any noes? The minutes will stand as published then. Okay, well, our next order of business is the reorganization meeting minutes.
Number 2.
Oh, I'm sorry. Jessamine Minor Subdivision, Block 65, Lot 5.01. This is for a minor subdivision with variances. Is the applicant here?
Yes.
Unfortunately, I understand we have a revised set of plans coming in now, which were not delivered in time for them to be examined by our professionals, the engineer and the planner. So we probably can't hear any testimony on this tonight. There are some other problems with the notification. Beth, do you have that?
I actually have it here.
Okay.
Yeah, Council, I know that amended plans have been submitted. There's going to be some additional variances being triggered.
Yes.
The notice is deficient at this point in time. It identifies the wrong board. I can just give you a quick indication under the municipal land use law of what's required by statute in the notice to be published and served on the property owners. And that's going to be found in 40:55D hyphen, I guess 10 and 12. If you take a look at those statutes that are, they're going to indicate to you what needs to be included in the notice. And I think you have the time right, the location right, wrong board. It's not identifying the variances or the relief that you sought. So the variances should be defined with some specificity. It doesn't mention in here a subdivision matter, so you want to make sure that that's in your notice as well.
Okay.
All right, anything else?
Well, it's basically, since you have to renotice.
No, I know. I was just making sure there weren't any other issues.
The subdivision, from what I, just a quick purview of this, it hasn't been examined in depth at all yet. You look like you're also asking to put a building on this lot at this point?
There's going to be a building, and then we just, the amendment was for a patio in the back of the building. that we, added.
But is this, you coming before the planning board for the building also at this point?
Yes, right?
Because I don't think that was indicated on the subdivision application that came in, so you may have to go through another full application and resubmit it to the board, only because there's probably other questions
With the
on
building.
that, with the building coming on there, so.
Okay.
That's up to your determination, but, as far as the board is concerned, and just a word of advice on how to, maybe you would want to proceed with this, but if not, that's fine.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Okay? Thank you very much. If there's anyone from the public here that was here for anticipating a hearing on the Jessamine application, we're not going to hear it tonight. We have some problems with even the submission of it, so if you want to leave, you're free to go. Okay. Next order of business is NFI Application Extension. Beck, how are you?
Good evening, Mr. Chairman, Board. For the record, Mark Peck, Florio Perucci, on behalf of the applicant NFI. We didn't actually formally apply for an extension. I think the board needs an extension on the time allotted to consider.
Last time we were here,
the-
Mr. Peck, we were going to carry you to the March meeting,
Yeah,
and then as a courtesy, you asked us to carry you to here.
that is correct. Okay, so I again ask for an extension to March 31.
One question I have would be.
Yes, sir.
Did you notice for this meeting to the public? or not?
We did not notice for this, knowing that it would have been.
Understood. From the last meeting, you were talking about that you wanted to do it to the February meeting because you were going to notice for the February.
We were thinking of that, but we're not going till March, so.
You'll see that on the new business, we have the appointment.
I do see that. So we're scheduled for our hearing, March 23rd.
That was the hope.
We have the problem, you're aware of the conflict of interest with our engineer.
Correct.
Tonight, we'll be appointing a conflict engineer. Whether they're going to be able to be ready in time for the March meeting, I have no idea.
It's 4 weeks, Mr. Chairman.
Well,
All right.
there's another aspect, I don't know, I want to talk about the
No.
easement. You don't want to talk about that? Okay, then we're done.
Okay.
Anything to do with the merits, we have to put off until we have an actual hearing.
Yeah. So hopefully we can do that in 4 weeks. We'll see you next month.
We'll grant you an extension to the March meeting then, or?
Yes, till through March 31.
Okay,
Just keep it clean.
very good. So, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Again, is anyone here for the NFI application? We will not be taking any action on it tonight again, so you're free to leave if you'd like. Okay, that takes care of the old business. Under new business, we have come into a problem with conflicts of interest on the NFI application with our engineering group that does our reviews here. So at this point, we have to appoint a conflict engineer that will take their place to do any reviews of the NFI application and extensions that are coming through here. We've advertised for people to be out there. We had 2 responses for it. One is Suburban Engineering, and the other is Ferrero Engineering. Both seem to be well qualified. I feel just based on their submissions that Suburban probably has a deeper municipal experience than municipal land use law experience than the Ferraro does. Not casting any aspersion one way or the other, but, put it to the board that I would take a motion to hire Suburban Engineering to become the conflict engineer for this case. So, does anyone have any questions or? Yes,
My only question would be, within the previous municipal experience of Suburban, is it primarily, does it lean one way or the other in terms of commercial or industrial or residential?
it has, I would say, probably 60-40 in favor of the municipal from what I read. Just, ballpark figures. I haven't run any figures on it. But they seem to have they're from Morris County, they seem to be close to the area, and they have other communities in Morris County, town area here. They do a lot of planning board work, board of adjustment work. They serve as town council for several municipalities. It's basically what we were looking for to replace what we have with Colliers here now. I don't know who the individuals are yet, who they're going to name to be the actual person that we'd be in contact for. If we decide to go with them tonight, I plan to have a meeting with our attorney, Collier's engineers, myself, and, just get to meet the personalities, go over some of the background that's going on here, and then put them in touch with Collier's. I've been in touch with Collier's, and they indicate that they've worked with them before. They have a good relationship to come out of it, so that was one of the other factors I was looking at. So,
Both firms are very, very good. They all do a lot of municipal work.
any questions? Do I hear a second on my motion? Okay, roll call, Beth, please.
Yes. Members Clymer?
Yes.
Hoyle? Yes. Lito?
Yes.
Sazanoff?
Yes.
Weeks?
Yes.
Vice Chairman Sampson?
Yes.
Chairman Van Horn.
Yes, thank you very much. So we'll proceed with that and try to have that all done within the next 4 weeks, have them review. They will have to review the previous technical reviews that we've had from Colliers, and they're going to have to come up with their own for this one, which still leaves a lot of questions. So anyway, that's where we're at. So we have the attorney, and we will shall proceed to hopefully the March meeting. Other than that, I'm open it up to public comment. Does anybody have any questions or? Yes, Tom.
Donna Schneider, 26 Meadowview. I know there's no hearing tonight with NFI, but at the last planning board meeting, I believe it was, this is why we need a conflict engineer because of Colliers, and they want to purchase Berry in order to be able to access the property. I know there's no testimony. I'm not sure if you can answer my question tonight, but that's a huge change to the original plan. And that, in my opinion, not that I'm an expert, but in my opinion, it seems to scream that it needs a reapplication. So I hope this board considers that, that aspect of it, because it's a big site plan change.
Let me just say
We can't
this.
answer that
I'm
right
not,
now.
Okay, that's fine. I
I'm
just,
just not, I can't voice an opinion on that. However, those are some of the problems that we have to look at overall here.
sure.
What's happening?
Okay. Yep,
Mainly because we haven't had any testimony on that yet here for the board to make a decision.
okay.
So I really don't want to get into a discussion on it if you
Okay,
understand.
yeah,
my position.
I wasn't sure, I was assuming you couldn't comment, but I just felt I needed to make the statement, so
Okay.
thank you, I
Thank you
appreciate
very
it,
much.
thank you.
Anyone else? Seeing no response from the public, we'll close the public portion of the meeting, and we have nothing else ready to go. We'll adjourn it. So I have a motion to adjourn.
Second it.
All those in favor signify by saying yes. Yes. Any objections? Any abstentions? Hearing none, we're finished.